Hey guys, I'm Pastor Sean Strickland here with my super cute husband, Pastor Edwin Strickland, and we are so excited that you have joined us for this May edition of Relationships One-on-One. Now, this edition is going to be really geared toward couples, but it's going to be funny, so we need you guys to stay. So what I need you to do is I need you to hashtag live and tell us where you're watching from. Tell us where you're watching from Facebook. Tell us whether you're watching from YouTube. Listen, I'm super excited because number one, Edwin has no idea what we're doing. And everybody knows what that is like, that I have a whole plan and he has no idea what we're doing. Are you a little nervous?
Not at all.
You're not a little nervous at
Nope.
all. So anyway, and we got
If it goes over great, then we get credit. If it goes over bad, then you planned it.
Oh, that's so shady. That is so shady. So we're gonna do something tonight. We need you. We see you guys. Let's see who we have here. We have Haley, Andrea. We have Tawanda. Hey, we got Santrisa. We have the Marlows. We have Dawn. We have Dexter. Oh, we have Mom. She asked me to send in a link. Hey, Apostle. We're so glad to see you. So anyway, we got Natasha from YouTube, Houston, Texas. Listen, yes, everybody knows he's a shady pastor. So tonight, we need you to share. We need you to engage on the post. We need you to heart fire, all that different stuff. But tonight, guess what we're doing? We're doing something called the couples edition of Who's Most Likely. Who's most likely? So it's going to be a fun thing because I have all the questions. But guess what else? We also have guests.
We do have guests.
We have guests to make. We have another couple to make this even more fun. All right. Can you bring our couple in?
I would be happy
Introduce
to.
them as you bring them in.
So they actually need no introduction. If you are alive on Thursday nights, then I hope you have been tuning in and watching their podcast, Love and Business. When I say Love and Business, there's only two names that ought to come to your mind.
Yes.
Lemoyne and Crystal. So without any further ado, we are super duper excited to have Lemoyne and Crystal Robinson joining Relationships 101 live tonight. So can you put your hands together for Crystal and Lemoyne?
Hey, friends.
Hello, good people.
Yes.
We want to thank you. Listen, you have younger kids, we have older kids, but in May, everybody with kids is tired. Anybody out here with kids is tired?
I'm not tired.
Look, you're not tired because you don't be engaged in all the stuff that gets you. I mean, we've done prom, you right, I'm way more engaged in prom than you are. Like, literally, no, listen.
I'm good.
No,
listen. The easy part of the year.
No, it's not the easy part of the year. We went Sydney's choir concert. I've been traveling, man. Listen, all I can tell you is that in May, if your kids still manage to get a couple of good meals from you, you win it. Even if you all of them and went through a drive-through. Just
I'm still cooking, so
I want to say to everybody whose kid is at that recorder age where you're having to go to the recorder concert, the Lord be with you. I God bless you.
You will survive.
You will survive.
We've had 5 kids go through 5 different recorders. Every time it sounds like they strangling a cat, but you will get through it.
You will get through it. So as people who are about to be empty nesters.
Woohoo.
Yes.
Big deal there.
We were at Canaan's prom, pre-prom party. Lemoyne and Crystal, you have so much to look forward to. There's so many steps in this. I don't know about y'all, but when we went to prom, our parents took some pictures on the carport and we went on the prom.
Oh, no, our life.
It wasn't no pre-prom party or anything like that.
No.
Yeah, no.
It's pictures. It's the parents have to come for the pictures. It's a pretty location. It's then a dinner. It's and then it's the prom. They're actually tired by the time they get to prom. I think. I mean, listen.
I heard your voice inflection change a little bit. I don't know. You kind of put on your it's dinner.
No, because I want you to know how. I want you to know how much it is.
That's the pretentiousness of it all.
Exactly.
So much.
You have some great coupon.
It sounds extra to me.
What'd you say?
It sounds very extra.
No, it's very extra. When you show up for the prom pictures, your kid is going to help you dress in a way that makes the pictures acceptable to them.
Oh.
Did she pick her outfit?
They had to coordinate.
Yes. So you have to-
Because she have us looking bummy in her prom pictures.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we hadn't got there yet.
No, no, no. So, you know, at San Teresa, she has a senior this year. She's like, yes, in fact, I saw San Teresa dressed up on Sydney's pictures. And I said, Sydney,
I
baby,
thought Miss Teresa had went to the prom when I saw that picture. I was like, is she a chaperone or something?
right.
I say, glad you dressed up.
So
She
the
looked
point
nice,
is,
but I couldn't understand.
can you turn them up a little bit?
Uh-huh.
Everybody dressed up.
Yeah.
So the point is that in May, we all have a lot going on. So I wanted to do something fun tonight. I need y'all to get y'all people in here. If you got a significant other, if you're married, if you complicated this in a complicated thing, it probably won't work for you. But for the rest of us, we're gonna try to do.
And as you know, we've been spending the last year trying to uncomplicate the complicated.
Right. So if you complicate this may not work. But we're gonna jump into. They have no idea what the questions are. Not Crystal, not Lemoyne, not Pastor Strick. I got the questions over here. He can't even see them. Okay.
I'm so scared.
And we're going to ask some questions. And then what I need you to do is that if you and your boo are watching together or you're watching and texting, I need you to put your answers in the comments, if you will. Okay. These are all supposed to be funny. And I'm going to tell you up front. The point is to show that even though we are different, we can still have really healthy relationships. And we're probably going to get a few laughs tonight. All right. Y'all ready? Okay.
Ready.
Here is the first question. In your relationship, who is most likely to bring home a stray pet?
Probably me.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
not me.
Probably me. A stray pet.
I don't want no animals.
It would. I don't know if it'll be stray, but yeah, probably me because Crystal isn't as compassionate.
No, people are
You
saying
didn't have to go deep. You didn't have to go deep on the question. Just stay surface. She's not compassionate. She is not compassionate.
She isn't as compassionate. That's the word. I didn't say you. There is no compassion.
This is the
It's
first
not
question.
as compassionate.
Apostle Tony.
Are we supposed to answer so we don't answer?
No, we are answering too.
Okay.
April, she's done it already. Supposed to have stayed a week, end up staying 13. Oh, yeah, she did with Bow Wow.
Oh,
Remember
Bow Wow,
April
yeah,
and Bow? Yeah. Okay.
Not Bow Wow.
To one said neither one of them. But the question is most likely.
Now you know I'm a concrete sequential.
Here we go.
Kind of guy.
That's
So
What is
I
that?
need to know when you say an animal, are we talking about domesticated kind of pet, or are we just talking about exotic animals? Because like if I saw a peacock, right, that would be really dope to have a peacock. Okay. But if it's a random dog, everybody got a dog. So I need to know what we're talking about here. What kind of animal are we talking about?
Listen, I think if Crystal had the opportunity to bring a monkey home,
I
she
would. Nah,
See?
if
oh my God.
So,
Oh my
see
God.
what I'm
Oh my
saying?
God.
See what I'm saying?
I would bring
yeah,
it.
I
So
mean,
there's levels to this. There's levels
it's
to
very
this.
much levels. I'm thinking cats, dogs,
That's what
something
I'm
like
thinking.
that. Maybe a turtle, an iguana, may be the farthest that I'll reach.
But if I
But-
see a stray monkey, I'm bringing him.
Yeah.
I'm packing up all the bananas I can find, and we coming.
First of all,
I'm
AB,
getting diapers.
AB is still trying to get to know me. She said she know I'm the person to bring an animal home. No, I'm not.
Oh, AB don't know you.
AB don't know me. I'm not bringing no animal home. Not no kind of animal. But let me tell you back to this monkey. Children tried to convince me to get a pet monkey.
My friend had one growing up, and he was so cool. I know African Americans we barely let dogs. We didn't start letting dogs in the house till 2000.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
We
Still not-
got them outside in the back, tied up. If you was bougie, you get them a dog house. You know, if you live in the country, they was under the shade tree.
They under the tree.
And they ate what we ate.
That was-
And
So
everything.
I get it. We ain't been too long just letting dogs in the house. But my friend had a monkey, man, and that monkey was so cool. He used to wear a diaper. He would he learned how to use the restroom, flush the toilet, and everything was great till he got older. And then he got old and got a little senile, started doing some stuff he wasn't supposed to do. I shouldn't have shared the story with my wife. I might would have got a monkey.
You wouldn't have got a monkey. You would have got a Billy just said he really want a baby goat. See, this one.
Oh, they got mini goats now. They got have y'all seen the mini goats?
I have, but I see them.
Not.
But
they're about the size of a big dog.
No, but you grow them up to eat them.
Oh, listen.
I'm not eating no goat.
Here is one of my most terrorizing stories. Okay, probably why I don't have a bunch of infinity toward pets.
Nitra said she a fan of dog houses. She's one of them pre-2000 people.
Yes. So when I was a little kid, I don't know, somewhere between 8 and 10, my grandmother got a goat, a baby goat.
Okay.
And let me play with that goat every single day. They barbecued that goat for 4th of July. I was devastated. I was like, where's the goat? They're like, there's the goat. I'm not eating the goat that y'all let me feed every single day. I thought that goat was my friend. I thought me and that goat was there to stay.
Circle of life.
It's the circle of life. Yeah.
I don't eat goat, so that would have been
like most of the ladies are saying their husbands are more inclined to bring home the stray animal. That's
the word stray ain't attractive. Like, why would I bring anything stray home?
Well, anything that is not yours is a stray until you make it yours.
Yeah, I think guys are more prone to like want pets. Period. Right? Because we can kind of they like us either way. It don't really matter. You know what I mean? We can't really do any wrong. So dogs go love you.
Dog. That is true.
Yeah. Dogs go love you whether you feed them 2 days and not for the rest of they go. Hey, they happy to see you. They happy to see you. They whereas I don't know. So I think guys are more likely to like animals from the rip. Not saying that women don't, but because Crystal had a dog.
Women, they may see that as another thing they have to take care of.
That's what I see.
I don't want
to clean up no poop.
On Mother's Day, so many times, we be giving wives presents, and we be stuff that they just have another responsibility for. So sometimes women may be like, I don't want. I got 3 kids, a husband, 2 dogs. Why do I need anything else to take care of?
Or a pet monkey? Why do I need a peacock or a pet monkey?
Those are exceptions to this question.
They are.
I don't know.
They
All
are.
right, let's do another question, okay?
Next question.
Who is most likely to get lost even with GPS?
Lord have mercy. With GPS?
Well, Pastor Tony brought home a street person.
That would be a stray. A whole person would be a stray.
Oh my, you're hilarious. Listen, we should have had mom and dad on here too. I didn't listen.
A whole straight person? They need to be a Nazi because I need to know the rest of his story. What was y'all doing?
So who is most likely to get lost even with GPS?
That's me.
It's definitely Lamorne.
Yeah, that's me.
I'm talking about the lady saying turn left and Lamorne gonna make a strong right.
No, no. That is not.
GPS be like exit 261. Lamorne, I'm gonna go on up to 62.
No. All right. Now I may not say that, but here's what may happen, right? If I'm looking at it, right, I may not see the number on there that say 261, but it's saying like veer right, or take this exit. But if it's another exit, like right out there, if it's like 261A and 261B or something like that,
he gonna hit that B every time.
Yeah, I'm like, hold on, is it look like I'm supposed to be trying? Sometimes it's just hard to see when if they're right there close together because the GPS may not track it immediately. So it's like, okay, well, dang, now I'm already committed this way. But my sense of direction is not very strong. Let me, if you put me somewhere and say, are we facing north, south, east, or west?
You don't know.
I don't know.
And I've been trying to help him for 20 years on that.
And Crystal, she, which way is the water? Which way is the water? Your back is to the water. Right, man, get calm down. She tried to Boy Scout me, you know what I'm saying?
I'm like, you know where the water is located?
Yeah,
no, I don't know where the water is. That's why I'm asking you.
But you know, I mean, I thank God for the GPS, man. Or MapQuest when we used to have to print them things out. But yeah, I know that would definitely be me.
Which
for
one
sure.
of us would you say?
Probably me, but not. You know, it sounds bad to say you get lost using GPS.
It does sound bad.
But it happens.
Okay. Bothersome. Now, I am more likely to get confused when using the GPS.
100%. I like that.
I'm looking at the GPS and it says go to exit 121, and I'm saying, no, I think I'm gonna take 125 and then loop back. I mean, I ain't trying to do that.
No,
but sometimes I get confused in a city because the sign may say something different, and the GPS looks like it's telling me to get off early. And if I've got off into that right lane, now I can't get back. Then I'm like, well, I have to take this. But GPS always says rerouting. So if you get lost,
exactly.
GPS.
Thank you, Pastor Drew. Thank you.
Because you got lost.
I didn't get lost.
No.
I just made a wrong turn.
You got lost. You got lost. Now,
Yeah, I like your definition of
That's like if you follow the Lord or you make a mistake, you ain't lost. You just missed it.
you lost. That's why they had to bring you back.
You missed it. We have to get you back on track.
Mom
If it
never lost GPS. It's
Never
the best.
lost.
Never lost
Really?
GPS.
I have to try
Listen.
that.
Okay. I love all these people. There's nothing wrong with admitting that you just get lost. But let me tell you about where we both get lost. We tried to use GPS walking
Oh, in the city.
in the
That's
city,
hard. That's hard.
and
That
we
is
both
hard.
got lost.
That
And
is
let
hard.
me tell you something.
I think those tall buildings interfere.
No. The only person who was with us who could figure out, so we began to think it was something wrong with our family, okay? Because it was us,
We were
it was
struggling.
Edwin, Sean, Jordan, and Canaan. They all
We were
Stricklands, okay?
struggling.
And Sydney was with us. It was for Jordan's birthday party, birthday trip. Sydney was the only person who could follow the GPS. Now, let me tell you how bad it gets. We end up going to Miami and we're walking around. We have got lost with the GPS. We have to call Sydney, who is in Arkansas, to tell us how to get out of where we are.
Listen,
it's a true story.
Nah, I ain't that bad.
that thing, when it says walk northeast and then turn, don't tell me that. Tell me to go by the tall building.
Yeah.
Landmarks. Go by the oak tree. When you get to the oak tree, make a left. It's a Dollar General on your left.
There
Turn
you
it.
go. Yeah, exactly.
I need a GPS like that.
Listen, I love these comments. Keidra says, I turn on the GPS to see where about I need to be.
We're about.
And then I make up my own route.
I'm not going all the way.
I like that answer. We're about.
Here's why I really like the GPS. Because when you put the GPS on in your driveway, it says that you should arrive in 67 minutes. My goal is to get there faster than 67 minutes.
Man, I thought it was just me.
Absolutely.
I thought I was the only one
Absolutely.
raced the GPS. If I bet,
Listen, that's my goal. Can I beat the estimated time of arrival?
that's it, man. I may only beat it by about 3-4 minutes, but I beat it.
Yeah. Right.
Let me tell you where else we don't do GPS well. We do GPS amazing if he is the one giving me instructions.
Yeah, I'm a great navigator.
Me, not so much. Because let me tell you what happened. I actually kind of forget sometimes I'm supposed to be doing the navigating.
Sometimes. Listen, the reason I get in the wrong lane, is because you're supposed to be navigating while I'm driving. And you know how the thing would be like, okay, in 2 miles, get off, blah, blah, blah. I hear that, but I keep driving. And next thing I know, I say, hey, babe, we're supposed to get off there. I look over there, she clicking on Facebook trying to get me. But that's why we're going to pass the exit.
Hey, 100%.
Yeah.
What,
When I do it, I have a bunch of humility. I be like, my bad. I'm sorry. I just don't.
I'm the navigator for us.
That's how it works for us.
And he drives.
Yeah.
But thankfully, the truck has a thing. If I connect it,
but it ain't the same.
he
That's what
don't.
I'm saying.
But he don't want to watch that the screen.
I want to drive.
He want me to say it's the exit. This the one.
Yeah,
Get
I want
off.
to drive, but she'll wait, and I'm talking about we be right there on it. She'd be like, "This the exit," and then sometimes she even got the audacity to just want to point. You know what I'm saying?
Now, have you ever got this one? You driving by and you go, "Are you not going to take the exit?" I didn't know that I was supposed to take it. You didn't tell me.
This is your only job. You got the massager on over there on the seat with the seat warmer going. And you know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm spaced out.
you done
about me.
Still on Facebook, and we supposed to be navigating through Miami. What we doing?
So
I mean,
now,
I'm telling you.
if Kanan's with us, Kanan's the navigator, and I sit in the back, so I
Yeah.
can just be at peace. Because I'm like, y'all are stressing me out trying to figure out what making me respond. I would honestly, if the, you know how sometimes the GPS won't talk through the system.
Yeah.
If GPS won't talk, I would rather be the person who drives. I would rather him tell me where to go than to try to tell him.
Because I'm going to say, hey, in 3 miles, you're going to have to turn.
Yeah.
At the 2 mile mark, I'm going to say you need to start merging over. At the mile mark, I'm going to make sure you're in the right lane so that we can get out. I'm going to pay attention the entire time.
The whole time.
I'm gonna give you about 100 yards out.
Man. I'm telling you.
Running through traffic on the 405.
She
Okay.
done delegated her job to the plugging it in. Oh, it's on the screen. Okay, then bet.
Just listen.
Bet. Yeah, just listen. We'll talk. You say something.
Okay, here's the next question. Who is most likely to buy something from a late night infomercial?
Oh, I could put both hands up. Some of the best games I got because I was up at 1 o'clock in the morning.
I may not buy anything off an infomercial, but I'll get it off Amazon for sure.
Well, see, mine now is TikTok Shop.
Oh, I ain't never been on that.
Don't go.
Something the other day, I bought something. I don't know if y'all heard of it, and if not, y'all need to get y'all one. It's called a crimpet. A crimpet. So here's what a crimpet is. You take like a tortilla, right? Like one of the big round tortillas, one of the flour ones.
Yes.
You put it inside the crimpet. You put all of your stuff inside of it, and you push it together, and it makes the little ridges around the edge, like you used to do the old school.
Like empanada or something?
Man, listen, you can put whatever you want to in that thing. Then you can cook it, you can fry, you can put anything you want to in it. It's called a crimpet. Y'all should look that up on TikTok Shop.
I had
No.
I hadn't.
I'm most likely not to shop. So yeah, that's not me.
Yeah.
That said her and he got receipts. He like,
And then his wife said, "Say it."
Lamorne is an infomercial, but he will walk in Home Depot to get a pack of nails and leave out with $2,000 worth of stuff.
Yeah, I will.
And I don't
Get some
understand
just
it.
in case tools, you know what I'm saying? Just in case you need them, or
Just
as
in
a
case
result
the world
of-
about to end and he need to board us all in. Whatever.
Exactly.
oh my God.
She'll be happy when I'm prepared.
The
She'll
other
be
week
more
there
than
was a
grateful.
That's right. The other week there was a storm. Everyone was out of town. Power goes off. I said, you need to give me a generator. Now I keep telling you that we need a generator.
Mhm.
You'll say, but did the lights come back on?
They always do.
My wife thinks the apocalypse is about to happen. If them lights flicker one time, she's like, "Where's my generator?" Baby, you don't need no generator.
But he could have already bought me a generator and I would stop talking about it.
Hey,
I
listen,
hope that's one of your questions. Who's most likely to be prepared for apocalypse? Because no.
I'm definitely gonna be that guy. Yeah,
Let me
for
tell
sure.
you
She gonna be grateful for it.
I keep trying to tell Edwin all the time, right now, we need to buy a car that has no electronic features in it. So in case we get zombies,
Hey man, China real.
apocalypse, because right now all the cars we
Because
got,
the last thing we want to have happen is for the zombies to know how to use GPS to find you. We do not want that to happen. So
We definitely won't need. I mean, we won't have a GPS either. By the way,
Man, you just need to have a something that
it's off the
Keystone
grid.
got a real carburetor. You know,
that's right. And you need a car that they can't shut down.
Exactly.
All these single cars, they can shut you down.
hey,
it's not gonna happen.
okay.
Listen, me and Lemoyne are like insurance. You laugh at us until you need it. Then when you need it, we talk about
Mhm.
how we get out the country.
Because Crystal be the first one. You go plug up the generators. You go get the generators.
That's
going?
me. Now don't do that now.
That ain't okay. Then.
Them lights
we
go
gonna
out.
see. It's her.
Lamorne
We
stand up like an old granddaddy, put his hands in his pocket and he start pacing back and forth. I'm like, yep. He finna go crank up them generators. Generator on.
You didn't ask before. You know what I'm saying?
He come downstairs with some overalls on, and I know it's about to be business. He
Man.
finna turn them generators.
The first time we lost power, and it was Hurricane Gustav, and we had just, our daughter was like 5 months old or something like that, and Crystal almost. We had a generator, and I didn't really know I didn't have my house set up to operate it, so to speak. Man, I thought she was going to have a conniption because she was afraid she was going to lose that breast milk.
Man, I had a deep freezer full of breast milk. I had an extra refrigerator full of breast milk, and our regular refrigerator was full of breast. If I had lost that milk, we would not be on Relationships 101 today. Now, that is the truth.
I believe that.
How you shoot it? Because the way I had set up at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning pumping that milk, whoo, no, sir.
I think I'm more likely to buy gadgets and little things like that, where you actually would buy a generator. You would buy more big ticket items. I don't buy a lot of big ticket items. I buy a lot of little trinkets
that you couldn't use to buy a generator by now.
But let me tell you something though, because Nitra just said in the comments, and this is just so interesting about Strick. Strick will do anything for me unless he think I don't really want it. So I've been talking about a generator. How long y'all done heard me talk about a generator?
A long time. Yeah, you mentioned it a lot.
I am still recovering from trauma, so y'all pray for me, because I have the trauma that I need to get over.
Child.
Of all the times my wife said she wanted something, and then I got it, and then she didn't use it. Okay. And so I'm like, do you really want a generator? Is this just one of those things where you see it and you say it, and then I wait for a little while, and then you don't say nothing about it again? But she's been pretty consistent. So if she keep being consistent, eventually I'm gonna get this generator.
Baby, I want you to hear this.
Don't put no date on it. Don't put no date on it.
If he don't get me a generator by our 30th anniversary, I'm by myself a generator, and then and whatever. And because he know he would rather buy the generator than me, because I'm gonna buy.
You go buy the generator,
baby. Get a generator, a whole house generator. Yeah.
So when you know when the lights go out.
Nuclear power plant.
Nitra's been consistent.
Mm-hmm.
Because he literally just told me about my Mother's Day gift. He told me that he didn't get it on Mother's Day because he wasn't sure that I really wanted it. And if I still want it next week, then he'd get it for me. I'm telling you.
Well, my Mother's Day gift there too. Is waiting.
Because, and this is how it happened.
We get back to the questions after this.
Okay.
Come on.
You said you wanted something, and then you said you wanted something else. Then you said you wanted something else. Then you said don't get you nothing. Then you said
I never said don't give me nothing. Now the devil is a lie. I never said don't get me nothing for no Mother's Day. In fact, everybody who called me mother ought to get me something for Mother's Day.
And then you said you was going with Pastor Cynthia, Apostle Brazelton, and I was like, okay, well that'd be great. Spend time with your mom, and then come back, and then we would have a nice afternoon. I didn't realize that you wanted a thing, but I got it for you. Well, got you something.
Here's a makeup audible question. Who is most likely not to listen to their spouse when they ask for something?
Both spouses probably raise their hand.
Look, Lemoyne, right.
She
I'm trying to figure out if you really want it or not.
That ain't really your call to make. But see, that's what you got confused. It's not your call. If you tell me you want something, they answering it in the comments too. Jermaine, Bill, they calling out. They listen, me, the man done told him, Rob done told on himself that right. It's like, it's not your job.
If I think you're serious, I'm listening.
It's not your job to police whether I actually want it or not. It is your job to simply get what I ask you to get me. That's
really, y'all pray for me.
Yeah, Crystal could just go get what she wants.
You don't need no prayer. You need a decision.
Well, pray for my decision.
Okay.
Pray for my decision.
Look, if you do get the generator, though, or when you get the generator, save yourself some trouble and get you an electrician to put a power cord to your breaker box. That way, you ain't got to run a whole bunch of extension cords. You can just plug it up straight to your breaker box and power your house.
Lemoyne, I am the person who don't even hardly change the light bulb. So I'm not going to be trying to install no generator.
So
Okay.
Absolutely, what happened to Trisha?
Okay.
I want a generator and a new ring for our 30th. I done said it here in front of y'all people. I just said
Recording. Live.
witnesses. Okay.
Next
Let's
question.
go to the next thing. In keeping with that, who is most likely to forget an anniversary or important date?
Me.
Yeah.
Oh,
It depends, I guess, what the date is. Who is important to? I don't know.
I'm not. I don't.
you don't forget.
I
I don't think either one of us is, but I think if it's most likely, it's me.
If it's the most likely, I would say you. But not, I mean, not that you. I mean, just because you're busy doing it.
Oh, that's sweet how you clean it
No,
up.
I have a thing. I have a weekly. I mean, my list wouldn't let me forget those things because it's just every week.
My
Yeah.
list wouldn't let me forget. People who have a list so they
Oh,
think better
my
than
goodness.
other
Here we
people.
go.
People who have a list they think they so much better.
I got a list and I don't put none of them dates on it. I don't remember dates. Yeah. Only reason I ain't gonna say it's the only reason, but we got married on my birthday.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, a few times since we've been, like this year's 16 years, we've been married. And so some years our anniversary and my birthday falls on Father's Day weekend too, which is like for me, like a lot of pieces and parts together. I've asked him to remarry me on another day, and I don't think he took it serious because I just feel like I just shouldn't be having all that at the same time. But sometimes I forget, like, oh, it's Father's Day too. So then I'm having to like re-up on a gift for Father's Day and birthday. Anniversary. It's a lot, but I'd be forgetting dates.
Yeah,
I do.
I don't think it's a. I don't think it's a. I think she just bring it all down to say it's my birthday. I don't care what other day, what else happened on this day. It is my birthday.
Father's Day, anniversary. My birthday trumps all.
No, I actually agree with her, and the reason I agree with her because you wouldn't be a father with her kids, and it wouldn't be an anniversary if she hadn't been born.
Yeah.
Oh, so there we go. But honestly, just got your solution. She said her mother and her boyfriend of 21 years. That's a long time.
Yeah.
On that anniversary, so she gets him a gift on the 19th, and he gets her a gift on the 21st.
Oh.
No.
Now that is how you work a relationship.
I really thought, I was like, well, I can, I'm gonna get a gift on her birthday too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm, because it's our anniversary, so she should get me a wedding and wedding anniversary gift for being a husband, and I'll get her one for being a wife.
For a new date. I was very young. I was young when I made that decision. Make it from wisdom.
Well, so I honor that. I say, well, hey, don't worry about getting me anything. This is your time.
Another day, renew y'all vows at a beach, invite us, and then that can be your new anniversary.
Yeah.
Thank you. Any day other than my birthday will work just fine for me.
Okay. Here's the next question. Who is more likely to make friends with strangers?
Me.
Again, when we use the terminology, make friends, are we talking about deep connected relationships just who's most likely to talk to
Just be nice, like talk to people.
Yeah. It's probably, I know it's
I'm
probably
most likely to talk to strangers. You are much more likely to make friendships with people.
Yeah.
These strangers, by the time I make friends with them, no.
Yeah. I'm not just gonna talk to like random people like that. Like I will like act like I'm off in a box. And Lamorne feels like totally obligated to talk to people because they're around.
Yeah, they humans, man. You love on the people, man. You let them know that they seen and heard, and like, hey, how's it going? How's your day going? Like, hey, man, it's nice shirt, nice pair of shoes, or something. Or make. I'm always intentional asking the waiter what's their name, and how's their day, and engaging them like that. But it just in general, if we go to a setting or a party or something like that, then I'm more likely to engage with people where it's crystal like, hey, yeah, I don't even really want to go.
I'm going because you want me to go.
I actually enjoy the art of small talk.
Yeah.
I enjoy it more.
There's an art.
It is an art.
Conversations trying to solve the world's problems all the time. I enjoy getting on an airplane and sitting and talking to the person sitting beside me. Just
100%. Crystal, like a straight ninja when she get on that
Absolutely.
hoodie with the mask and
Mhm.
everything. Don't say nothing to me. I ain't saying nothing to you.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think Small and Talk should go in the same group together. So there's that. No.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, I'm
Listen, we'll be traveling sometime, and my wife and my kids will be like, "Do you know them? Do you know them?" I'm like, They're like, "How you just over there having a full conversation with them then?"
yeah, that's what my daughter say.
Oh,
Yeah. Or if I say I said something like somebody said something, I said, "Thanks, Chief." And then my daughter was like, "How do you know him?" I was like, "I don't." She was like, "Well, why did you call him Chief?" I'm like, it just
because I don't know his name.
I don't know his name. That just
I say boss. All that stuff.
that's it, man.
That is hilarious.
So I wonder, is it more? Is it somebody said it must be a guy thing?
Guy thing, yeah.
Do that more? Maybe that's because we grew up in barbershops. When you go to the barbershop, you gotta be able to have small talk.
You got to.
You go to the barbershop and you don't talk to nobody, you look weird.
Straight up.
It's like, why you not talking?
You just in there, everybody else chattery and everything, and you walk in, you can't just sit down and not say nothing. You know what I mean?
Right.
Now we have appointments, so you go in and there's maybe 1 or 2 people in there. Yeah. But I'm friends with the guy that get his haircut right in front of me. Right? I look forward to seeing him every Wednesday.
Y'all friends or y'all?
Yeah, Mr. Glenn. I got his phone number and everything.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
weird.
He helped the guy to get a job. Remember that guy?
That guy.
Yeah, I called him up. I called in a favor for him.
Okay.
Yeah.
So honesty brings up an important point, and I think that is some of it. She said it could be safety for women. Women are just taught to be a little more. I say all the time. Me and Strick talk about this. Like, no, most women are never going to park beside a cargo van.
Mm-hmm.
We not parking beside no cargo.
If it's all white, forget it.
No windows.
No windows.
No,
ain't getting out.
all white. No, we're not doing it, right? And men don't actually even think about the fact that it's a cargo van there, right? Yeah. So I do think some of it is because I feel like for example, when we go on vacation, you're with me. I'm a lot more social, right? When I'm by myself, I want to give a very clear energy of this. Number one, I've looked you in your face. I see you. I want you to know I see you and I can identify if that's the stuff I think women are thinking about when we're out. That
makes sense.
Yeah. I may be doing that unconsciously too. Like when I travel solo, I really do have a solo travel outfit. It is all black, everything.
She looks very militant.
Black hoodie, black shades, black shoes, black pants, black socks,
black man.
I would see somebody like Chris and go, "Oh, you have all black. Why you wear all black?" It'd be a whole conversation, and people be trying to put their earbuds in. That don't bother me. I just keep on talking.
I pull my hoodie up. No, the other day I was gonna wear some flip flops on the plane, and I literally thought, "What if you had to kick somebody?
Or if you got to run?" I would never travel in flip flop.
Put on your tennis shoes. I do think some of it may be for women.
Maybe so. That makes sense.
Okay, let me insert this. Let me tell y'all the funniest story I have right now about safety in women, though. Krista, you already know this story. Edwin already knows this story.
Go ahead.
Oh, Lord, this story.
This story.
I'm scared for her.
No. This is my favorite story right now. I tell it every chance I get because it gives me so much joy. First of all, Lemoyne, I'm going to talk to you because you're the one who doesn't know it.
Let's talk.
I have a tremendous imagination. I mean, I'm like the type of person, if I watch a movie, I'm one of the characters. If I read a book, I'm one of the characters. I go all in. We're getting ready to go on spring break, and there is this show. Century says she already hollering. There is this show that's like The Last Airbender, and it's like 24 episodes, and I'm trying to finish the episodes for vacation so I can be social, right? So I just told you I got a big imagination. I am entrenched in this show, and it's a lot. You know that thing where you're like, you got to do this to move your power. It's like airbenders and all this stuff. So I finish on Thursday night before we fly out on Friday. I got to go to Target. I got to make a run. As I'm walking out of Target, a man is walking too close to me. He's walking way too close to me. I can see him out of my peripheral, and it's dark.
And let me just insert, this is Target in suburbia. We ain't talking about Target in the inner city somewhere. So just for clarification.
Okay.
This my back turn. I'm walking. I can see him in my peripheral, and I think I gotta use my power. I turn around.
Like she an airbender or an earthbender.
How long did you do this in your mind, or you
No.
did this?
No, she doing it in real life.
I do it in real life. And he goes, "Oh, I'm sorry." So it worked. It worked. It worked.
Hold on,
Ain't
do
no,
the fool again. What
ain't
did
no
you do?
powers come out of there.
A 6 foot tall woman turn around and do this at him.
Yeah.
Only one. You do it too many. You didn't watch. It's only,
It's a,
It's a
now,
Holy Spirit ball. It's a Holy Spirit.
what is the Holy Spirit ball?
so wait.
Holy Spirit ball.
So wait. It's a couple things that's happened though. Because the
Where is that in the
is
scripture?
in the show, because you need to understand what's happening to me. Two things are happening at once. The part of me that has been living in the show for this 24 hours says, I'm gonna have to use my powers.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to use my power. Now, you can have a whole message about the power of the imagination from this, right? And then I myself say to myself, but we never used them in the show. We don't know if they work. But this is all within the span of 3 seconds. But myself that wasn't in the show says, girl, if you gonna call on somebody, you better call on Jesus if you're gonna be trying to call somebody.
I'm just, she done turned around and did the soup cooler. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
Hey, I'm just saying, I don't know. Based on that, and your imagination, y'all role play game probably super strong. I'm gonna let you. My friend, she's immersed.
She brought her powers tonight. We are not. I can't believe she did that.
Turn around and done a whole move on the guy. Okay,
Moved.
all right.
It worked.
It worked.
I imagine so. I probably would have been like, Lord, have mercy. We need to do something about this healthcare bill.
Right.
Back into some controlled substances.
No, I think that's very interesting because Trendlin she said, because we grew up with drive-bys. She grew up with drive-bys. People who wanted to fight just for looking a certain way. She said, I turn into a man when I feel threatened. No, I mean, like,
Wow.
That's
I get what she's saying. I get the symbolism.
But
it's funny because I actually understand.
Right? No. I get the symbolism. I pray that it's the symbolism.
Like I understand that in my heart.
The symbolism.
Have you ever? Yes, I will beat you down today.
no, but I do think that some of it may be the difference. I don't typically feel super relaxed unless Edwin or another man that I trust is around me. If I'm in a place where I don't know my surroundings,
Right.
I'm watching, I'm observing. When I'm with Edwin, I don't even know which way we going. I'm just following him. That's different. But I'm saying, I think as a woman, sometimes I think you see that you're like, number one, I gotta get the element of crazy because in most cases, even as a 6 foot woman, most men are still stronger than I am.
Right.
So I gotta get the element of crazy. That's the superpower.
It worked.
Whatever.
It's funny. That's all these women in the comments talking about. They get it. Like so, we have all turned into a man in a situation where we need it. Okay,
I get the symbolism.
all have that superpower.
No, because I'm not trying to be funny, but men do this thing. Like, I don't know if y'all know it, but it's kind of roostering. It's kind of like this where your chest get, and so we watch you, and so we go, okay, if it seems like a threatening situation, hey,
Get me. No, I see Lamont do it all the time. That's why I think I'm with you on if we traveling together doing whatever, I am way more lax in the environment. So much so that I can see how much he sees like around. Like, remember we was traveling with the kids and this guy was in the airport and either he was on some drugs or something like that or whatever. But Lamont, I didn't even recognize that the guy was in the space. But because of Lamont's body language, like the way it changed, it was like his eyes went into like this laser type situation and everything on him just got super stiff. And he would only move his eyes, like looking to see. And I'm like, what is happening? And so I'm looking around and I'm like, oh, I didn't even notice that dude was there. But he had to be on, like,
Yeah,
I don't know.
It was early morning, like 4 a.m. or something. We was at the airport. I don't remember
He
what
was
it
like
but
slinging bags and stuff around, like kicking stuff, and airport security looked like they were scared. But Lamar was ready. I'm speaking in tongues at this point because I see what's happening. I don't went into spiritual warfare. And Lamar, like, I wish he would get close.
Yeah.
That is totally being strict in some situation. Like if we're out walking and stuff, the way he's gonna put himself in between me and even the crosswalk, right? He's gonna put himself in between me, all of that different stuff. And I laugh because I'm like, I walk this same path by myself all the time. But when I'm with him, I mean, and first of all, we appreciate men who protect women. So let me say that. But let's go to the next question because we got some other funny stuff here, right? See, BJ say she 5'4", but she say she's 6 foot when she by herself. She said you make yourself tall, you make yourself big.
I get it. I understand.
Okay. Who is most likely to start a do-it-yourself project and not finish it?
I'm waiting on you telling yourself.
I mean,
that's
me. My Home Depot trips, right? It ain't a complete weekend if I don't go to Home Depot.
We got sheets of sheetrock in the garage.
But that project was completed. It is, if you need it again, it's there. I'm not just go throw out a perfectly good piece of sheetrock. Why am I gonna do that? What's the point? I can cut it into whatever I need it to be. But I like learning like that, right? If I see something, I see an idea, I don't mind trying it. But only thing I ask is just give me the space to do it. Just give me the space to do it. Right?
He typically wants the whole house. When he means space,
I don't want the whole house.
He want both garages, the backyard, the patio, the whole.
I object, Your Honor.
I object, Your Honor. I think in my mind, and I've gotten a lot better about this. In my mind, I want to be crafty.
Yeah.
There's a part of me that really wants to be crafty.
But are you?
I want to be.
It's a process of learning, right? You got to be hands-on,
But your issue isn't that you aren't crafty. Yours is that you get bored with process. So if you have a project to do, the Bible says no man goes to war without counting up.
Somebody go bring the scripture.
For me, I talk about y'all arguing
count up the cost of the do-it-yourself. You go, oh, I see the end result of what this could be. This is amazing. Let's go. And then in the process, you get tired, you get bored, you like, or you kind of be like that little squirrel who see the new shiny thing. And you start cleaning out your closet, and then you go, oh, but my bookshelf need to be clean too. So then you start cleaning the bookshelf, but the closet ain't finished. Then you got stuff on the floor, and then you go, baby, can you come help me? Sure, I'll come help you. But I'm like, you didn't count up the cost of doing that before you did it all. So yes, you like DIY, you just get bored with process. Am I wrong? Okay.
But y'all see how humble I am because I know I'm gonna start a project and need some help. Y'all see wives, husbands, you better learn something right here. Now y'all done seen me talking smack the whole night, but you see how humble I got right then?
You go start a project.
I'm gonna start a project
that you're gonna need encouragement and assistance.
You're right, and I'm
in
so
order
thankful,
to bring it to completion.
And I'm so thankful for you.
Mm-hmm. You get real humble then.
I'm so thankful, baby. Listen.
That may be the most humble thing. She be humble
that
on.
and the dogs. Them the two things.
The dogs, she get real humble on that. I will attest to that.
Doing so much better with the dogs happening.
You have since I threatened to put them out. You've been doing so much better.
Listen. He just said, look at her face. Listen, let me tell you something. Kenny Rogers, the profound prophet, Kenny Rogers.
Said you gotta do
he
what?
He said you gotta know when to hold.
And know when to walk.
You gotta know when to walk away.
And know when to what?
And you gotta know when to run. What I know about my husband is that he is not the kind of person that you want to let your mouth say something like, I won't need your help. You will remember that till Jesus come back. You better be.
If you write a check, I'll be your bank. You can
I heard that.
Who is most likely to cry at a movie?
Oh, me.
Yeah, that's-
Absolutely me.
I cry over movies more than I cry over real people stuff.
Lamar would swallow his whole tongue before he let a tear come
Well,
out of a movie. He'd be over there struggling.
Man, the only movie
Except for Rudy.
Rudy.
You
That's
gonna
the
cry
only
on that
movie
every time.
that I
But
ain't
it
cried.
be
but
cry worthy. And Lamar will be over there. I'm talking about dry heaving, trying not to cry.
That's not true. That's not true.
Lamar, you don't hold in a cry on a movie.
But tell me a movie I did.
A lot of them.
Yeah, okay,
I
man,
can
that's a
see you,
movie.
man.
I
I be
got
trying to keep my head straight, but
I
I
got
see you holding it in.
No.
But Rudy,
Yeah.
oh, he will let. I'm talking about
It's most like
all the tears fall on Rudy.
Apostle Tony's a very emotional person, so
Oh,
in a
yeah.
good way.
And
he's very empathetic and all that different stuff. Listen, do you remember 2 movies that I cried at? One, me and George cried at together. Listen, The Butler. Do y'all remember The Butler?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't remember that movie. I think I
It
saw
was The Butler. It was that first black guy who had went in the
at the White
presidency.
House. Yeah.
In the White House, baby. By the time that movie was over, and he came in, and Barack Obama shook his hand. Baby, listen, I was sitting up in there boo-hooing. I was like, our people fought for this. Our people fought for this. I'm telling you, I was broke down. Right.
I cry on any movie. Woman King, I cried on there. Yeah, I cry on.
What y'all crying about?
Huh?
What y'all be crying about in the movie?
It
Was you
just
happy?
You feel
there's an emotion there. You know, like these people did a great job of the acting.
Oh,
They
okay.
made it seem real, but they also there's moments. Now these are moments where you like you will at least hold a cry.
Okay, let's see.
When like if it's a sad movie where it's a dad in there and he gets sick or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think you know what I'm saying that brings real life emotion
Right,
for us.
yeah,
So
for
we
me,
both
because-
be crying together.
Yeah, I made
You know, but in the other movie outside of Rudy and them type of movies, he gonna hold it in.
Well,
but me, I'm letting it go.
It was I had a moment watching the first Avatar when they were around that tree and they were all had their little tail things tethered to each other and they were singing the song trying to bring that lady back to life.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, this is powerful.
Yeah, no. I know what you're talking about.
And I clearly missed it because I'm like, did we both watch?
Man, I was like, they all in unison, man. They all want to work toward the same thing. It was more like a spiritual moment for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, man, this is what it should be like when the elders come together to heal the sick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I felt a little like that. This is a movie people probably haven't seen unless you had kids. But the movie that we saw, I think it's called The Cruise. Remember that movie called The Cruise? It's a
all kids movies.
It's a cartoon movie, but in the movie, and if you ain't seen it, you can go see it. I'm gonna spoil it, so plug your ears if you don't want to hear it. But in the movie, it's set in caveman time, right? And this family was moving, you know, like nomads, like they used to do. And there was an earthquake, and it was the dad, the mom, and the kids, and they were trying to get to the other side. And the dad had helped them all get across or whatever. There was one kid left, and the dad picked the kid up at the last minute and like threw him across this cavern, and they made it. And all you saw was the dad just go down.
Mm-hmm.
Man, Jordan started crying in the movie, and I didn't know. I mean, I hadn't seen any preview. I mean, I started crying. She was.
I feel like I want to cry now.
Listen, it was terrible. But then you find out that the dad made it. I was like, oh yeah, this is a Disney movie. You can't get the dad out of Disney.
Okay, cried when in Fury,
Lion King.
the
Furious 55 or whatever one.
the one
Fast
where
and Furious
the Fast
55.
and the Furious, the one where the other Brian, where Brian
When he
you
goes
already-
off the
you
field,
know
Everybody supposed to cry on that.
Brian is dead before, and then they
In
play that
real life.
song. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I cried. I was like, "Did you lose your best friend? That is horrible." And what were we doing? They did the Black Panther too.
Yeah, and the
Yeah.
Black Panther was
Absolutely.
yeah,
Absolutely.
But
Yeah.
I also what's the movie? It's a Disney movie, and maybe it's Pixar, and they make the house come alive. I think they're Hispanic. I watch the movie all the time.
Encanto.
Encanto.
Oh yeah.
I watch Encanto to
We're
cry.
gonna talk about Bruno.
We don't talk about Bruno, but we watch it. Right.
But she cry at Bruno.
I watch it to cry.
Any movie where a little kid, like if a little kid died or something. What was that movie with Keanu Reeves played the little baseball thing and the little boy on there?
If I know a kid dying, I'm not watching the movie.
Well, we didn't know the first time we watched it.
I don't remember.
The little boy.
I
Oh,
think anything that kind of tugs at your heart and it's like
G-Baby.
representative of your life.
G-Baby.
Oh,
I
G-Baby.
don't remember. I don't
It was
know.
it was a little baseball movie, but there was a cute little boy in there. Man, I cried for the rest of the movie. Like, no, I don't like those kind.
I think one of the things that really made me love books, though, right, is our teacher read Old Yeller out loud to us. Did you?
No, but she read Miss Westmoreland, my 5th grade teacher, read the first book that I ever just couldn't keep myself together, and it was Where the Red Fern Grows. Oh man, at the end of that movie, oh my god! I mean, into that book,
Where the Red Fern Go. Yeah, my teachers would read books. We'd be all crying in class and stuff. They read the whole
them
book
dogs
out loud,
love each other so much.
and then yeah.
No, we didn't get those kind of treatments.
Okay, come on, let's go.
We watched Oh Yeah.
I started thinking about what Red
He
Fern
finna
Grows.
cry. He finna cry.
Who is most likely to stay up all night?
Me.
I'm most likely to stay up all night watching TV. Crystal is most likely to stay up all night working.
I do both.
I was finna say I could do both because I had to finish The Resident. I was just up. I am now a doctor. I can perform all kinds of surgeries from watching that show at 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Y'all talking about me. At least I just thought I was an earthbender. This girl thinks she a surgeon from watching TV.
Oh yeah, she's just straight up.
When I
physician.
saw that guy perform brain surgery with a drill and a box cutter and some scissors, you can't tell me that all the stuff in our garage. If anybody ever needs it, I'm telling you, I can crack your skull open.
Listen, if I'm at your house and I need that, just let me go see Jesus. Don't you get no drill and no scissors on me.
Maybe I won't let her do it to you from there.
Let me go see Jesus.
She said Apostle Tony. She said he stay up all night. Yeah, no.
If I stay up to 2 o'clock, this thing in me says, well, you're already up. You might as well see the sun come up.
Golly.
So once I make it to 2 or 3, I can't go to bed till the sun come up.
Well, I ain't got that. But if it's a really good show and I'm just up, I'll watch it. I don't really work like that. I used to, but thanks to my friend here, she told me I ain't have to do that no more. That we could sleep.
You ain't gotta be team no sleep. I'm team no sleep for no reason sometimes. Not all the time, but if it's the most likely, I'm gonna be the one up.
Yeah.
Got 3 more.
If you read can I add one to it? Because she said if I have a good book, I get to invest in a Bible story. Birds, let me know when it's time for bed. It seems like when I read the Bible, I go to sleep. I don't know.
Right.
You need to read it. Maybe you need a different translation.
Read it laying down. You gotta read it sitting up. I don't
You got
know.
to get saved for real. You got to stay up.
Mirror Bible or get you the
That
passion.
mirror Bible now, it'll get you right.
Listen, y'all.
So is it just me, or who is more likely to finish an episode or a show without the other?
These my eyes, bro.
Because we can start a show together.
Yeah, I won't finish it for us both.
Start a show together after we commit to watch it as a couple. And then one person feels like the other person is taking too long. And instead of honoring the commitment, they watch the show.
The whole show.
Well, for the record, we never verbally make a commitment. We may start watching it together. We ain't never set no rule to say, hey, this is our together show. Now, if you want us to have a show together, tell me it's our show together. And then I will watch it when you don't know I'm watching it. When we together, I will watch it with you and you will never know.
See.
Well, I admit I violate sometimes because I'll be like, hey, babe, especially with a movie, because she'll be like, hey, let's go see that. And I'm like, okay, it comes out on Friday. You want me to get the ticket? She's like, well, let's see. And then we won't go see it on opening weekend. The movie don't last but 2, 3, 4 weeks in the movie theater now, unless it's a blockbuster. I'm like, after 4 weeks, it's gone. There are some movies I want to see in the movie theater. And so if she's busy, if she's strategy for success and inner circling and everything else, I'll pop on to the movie.
Go ahead and get you some popcorn and go check it out.
I ain't trying to stop you from what you're doing, but I also ain't trying to let this movie get out this theater either, though. So
yeah, I went to a few movies by myself.
During the pandemic, I watched so many movies, so many TV shows, and stayed up so late, so many times. Lord Jesus, I was like, I can't live like this. Strick got me we was watching Ozark, man, and I was not sleeping. I was having to sleep in the day because we was watching TV at night. And I was like, this is no way to live.
12 hours in the day, 12 hours at night. It's still 12 hours.
Call it
It's
6 and a half a day. And then 12.
Same for us. We was up stupid. I was watching Ozark because we didn't have to get up. We had to.
Where you gonna go? It was a whole pandemic.
Yeah, we got 3 questions. We want to get them in.
Okay.
Who is most likely to order for the other person at a restaurant?
Me.
Yeah, I'm not taking that chance.
I think I'm more likely to order for you just because I'm so picky. I wouldn't want nobody to order.
I
for
know you don't.
me. I mean, I think
I've been here 30 years.
I'd be irritated
Baby,
if somebody ordered for me.
I've been here 30 years and I'm still trying to let me tell you something. I don't know if anybody else's spouse is like this. Edwin will buy me anything I want except for a generator. He'll buy me anything I want except for a generator.
If you really wanted a generator,
I want a generator.
okay. I'm gonna get you one. I'm gonna get you one.
Will y'all
I'm gonna get you one.
Will y'all tell y'all son to order me a generator?
I'm gonna
give
get
me a
you one. Don't be
generator.
telling on me.
No,
Don't be snitching.
Yeah, you know you're trying to change it up because you see mom and dad.
She showed in the comments.
I'm always trying to tell on somebody.
Live right. Okay, anyway. He will, but he don't share well.
Oh, I know what you're finna talk. Okay.
No, he doesn't share. He will buy you anything, but he doesn't share. I don't know if anybody else knows what this means.
Can I please explain what you're saying?
I'm explaining it. I'm explaining it.
You just making it sound bad.
It's the truth. He will buy you anything. You want French fries? He'll buy you French fries. You want a candy bar? He'll buy you a candy bar. But what he not gonna do is share the one he got.
Okay.
And I think that's fair, especially if he asked before we got there. Because I had we this weekend I ordered some fries. I said, "You're not gonna get nothing."
Ralph said, "You better get your own."
He said, "I said you're not gonna get. No, I'm good. Pull the fries out the bag." He said, "They do smell good." I said, "They do."
Yeah, I didn't want any. I was just saying, hey, I hope you enjoy. I didn't ask for it. Matter of fact, I got out of the car, went into the store, and got the fries, and came back. I could have very well ordered my own fries.
You could have, but you didn't tell them until you got in the car.
Let me stop for a second. What y'all see right there? The man of God. The man of God said, "Please buy my daughter
a generator. Not a regular generator.
A generator.
Generator.
Just go and get the whole house generator, man.
Go ahead and say yes. Tell him.
Oh, Dad just said it now. Yes.
Hey!
But I want to go. You can take that off the screen now.
Put it back up there. You see that?
Wait, did somebody get a picture of it? Take a picture. Say it. Take a picture.
So we can say it happened.
Listen.
Now, while we're waiting, Mia she says, you can't have any of my food, but I'll make sure you have your own.
Listen, I'm telling you, I don't know what it is, but it's like if I will buy you a lot, but sometimes she'll say, well, I only want a few fries. That's fine. I'll buy you a small, a medium, or a large. You can throw the rest of them away. But if I buy a large order of fries, I want every fry in that basket. If you take 3 away, I feel unsatisfied when I get to the end of my fries because I know 3 was missing. So I always just say, what would you like? I'll buy you what you like. You want a drink? I just want a sip. I'll buy you a whole drink. You take a sip and throw the rest of it away. But I want all of mine. So that's been a running thing for us for almost 30 years. I'm like, I'll go to the store specifically. I go to a different store. I'll get you whatever you want. But when I buy me something,
for me and me alone.
Like, you should buy 2 of whatever you buy, because clearly she wants some of what you have. Just buy 2.
He's very mine stuff. This is mine. And I'm like,
but I'll buy you whatever you want.
I actually think that's because he's the youngest. I think that's because he's the youngest. It's mine. No, it's ours because we're one.
Because I'll be like, babe, you want She like, I like that sweatshirt. Cool. Do you want me to buy you one? She
I want to wear your
no, I want to
sweatshirt.
wear yours. No, that's my sweatshirt.
I want to
I
wear
want you to have your own. So if you spill something on it, you spill it on yours.
No, I
Good point.
Mhm.
want to wear your. I think he doesn't understand this. Mia says she the youngest too. I'm telling you, listen, these youngest kids out here don't understand sharing, probably because they didn't have to do a lot of sharing because they was at the end. First,
Mhm.
I want to wear the sweatshirt because it's yours. That's the only reason I'm even interested in it.
That's you say that's the only
Aw, that's so sweet.
I want your fries because they taste better.
That's what she say. She say my now we can go to the same place,
Your
get an
fries
order
taste
to say. She said your fries taste better.
No.
Yeah.
I think you should just
It-
order a
it got a
large and a
mental
small,
taste.
and just have the small poured in the bottom of the bag.
I tried that. I've been married almost 30 years. You don't think I done tried that? I
Uh,
tried that. Now I just give her the 3 fries from mine, and I take 3 fries from hers.
Call it a mulligan.
Win-win, right? Relationship 101 is about learning how to win-win.
AB, now she want to make you a sweatshirt to say it's mine. Make it so I can take a picture and send it to you then wear it. Okay, next question. Who is most likely to binge watch a TV show in one setting?
Me,
Yeah, for sure.
yes.
I'll carve out time.
If it got 6 episodes, 8 episodes, it's handled.
Yeah. And the other thing, I don't care how good a show is. If someone tells me a show is so good, I need to watch it, but it's already past 3 seasons, I won't watch it. I'm not going back and spending all that, but I'll watch something if it's 6 to 8 episodes, maybe even 2 seasons. Because when I watch it, I have to watch it at one time, be through with it, so I can get back to doing what I was doing. I can't go weeks and months waiting for it to go. I just can't.
Man, I get excited when it's like 6 seasons.
Yeah,
6 or
because
8
now
seasons.
we can stay in it for a little while.
Yeah, I got something that we can watch. We ain't got the question that come up at night. You got something you want to watch? You know,
We're going back to this.
we're going right here. That's it. I'm good.
I got this. I am more likely, if anything's gonna get me binge watch that I'm not gonna move, I'm just gonna close my day for it. It's sci-fi. Sci-fi really the only thing that's got that.
Not just sci-fi, but sci-fi that's in another language that all you can do is
No, she
Oh
I'm
Lord.
like, hey, how are you
It
watching
feels like
this?
you're a hater to
How
me.
are you watching this Mandarin Chinese sci-fi?
If the lips don't match, I ain't watching it. You cannot get me to watch a show where the lips don't match what they saying. No.
But she also reads super. Anybody who knows Passion knows that's one of her superpowers. She reads super
She
fast.
does.
So
Yeah.
what happens is I'm trying to read the subtitle. I done missed the first 2 frames. I'm like, I'm lost. I
Yeah,
can't. Oh my
the whole thing. 100%, man. I
Baby,
can't.
this is what I would watch, honey. Now this I would watch it on TikTok too in order.
Oh,
Korean
Korean, yeah.
shows.
No.
Listen, I watch that and listen, when I don't know what they say,
And you watching Nigerian shows too.
I do.
That's why I said foreign language shows.
I can't do those. I can't do those. No. No.
Yeah,
They too close to Tubi movies for me. I'm like, I can't watch this.
yeah. No, they
I
gets no play
deleted
on my
Tubi off
TV.
my TV. I'm
I
not
need
watching.
to grind y'all palate. Okay. I watch movies all the time that don't be in English.
For what?
Well, I read the stories, and if they don't have none, I just make up my own stories. Remember, I told y'all I had a big imagination. I
Yeah,
just make up my own story. I mean, it doesn't.
And I can attest it because there's times I've walked through and I go, what are they doing right now? And she go, oh, I don't know, but here's what I think they're doing. I'm like, you watching a whole series and you don't know what these people are saying or doing, but you're just guessing. And she's like, yeah,
you can
all
get
right,
us
I'll go around my block. I'll be back.
yeah, for real.
Okay, here is the last question for tonight. Who is most likely to laugh at an inappropriate moment?
That's me.
Yeah, Crystal. Yeah. It's probably more Crystal because she be in
Yeah,
her
I'm
own
the one
zone.
that wanted to pass by the film room. You remember? So
Yeah,
it's me.
for real. You laugh in church.
I laughed at you for that moment, how you
Yeah.
acted in that moment.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're right. It's me. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep. So insensitive.
It wasn't. It was just funny how you had tensed up. Like you literally, like you was like, it was stuff popping off your
I
head.
know you didn't care about my feelings in that moment. You laughed.
It was funny. It
Mhm.
was.
I know.
I want to know what you gonna say. who is most likely to laugh at an inappropriate moment? Okay, who do y'all think out of us who is most likely to laugh out of an inappropriate moment?
I would. Pastor
It's gonna
Edwin's
be
sense
Pastor
of
Edwin.
humor
Yeah,
is,
it's gonna be
is
Pastor
yeah.
Edwin.
But I've seen him super serious at times.
No, he's gonna laugh. He's gonna laugh.
You think so?
Absolutely.
Pastor Edwin, Pastor Strick, Pastor Dang. Okay.
Everybody say him
Yeah.
because it's him.
So I'm thinking about when you say, because again,
I know.
okay, when something happens that's inappropriate, sometimes you are so shocked that you laugh, and it seems inappropriate for you to be laughing at that time. But I'm probably much more likely to laugh at something stupid or silly or crazy. But the inappropriate is the word that I'm caught up on. When something happens, it's like you should not be laughing at that moment.
Pastor Cynthia said Pastor Sean would laugh at the moment.
I would say you. Who would you say?
It's me.
I would say you.
And it's me. And let me tell you,
I would say Pastor
it is
Sean.
me. Let me tell you,
because I'm gonna laugh at something that's silly, funny, out of the way.
Yeah.
But there's been some things that have happened that caused such a response from you, and you. I'm like, what are you doing?
No.
This is not the time to laugh at
No,
that.
listen. One of the things I had to learn is that his okay, so his family, they laugh a lot. So they're also very good at poker face.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna tell y'all 2 stories. So I try to be good at poker face, but if it's shocking enough, I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna laugh.
And I don't know if it's the embarrassment of it or whatever, but
No,
it's not an easy laugh either. It's an inappropriate laugh.
It is out of my belly laugh.
It is.
Okay, so we were at church one time, and Edwin and his grandmama, Mimo, that we was at church, and
I know what you're talking about.
You know what story I'm talking about?
Doing that revival. Well, Mickey, and then that lady got up in prophecy.
Well, I got 2 stories, but I'll tell that. So anyway, we're at church, and it's amazing house service. It is an amazing house service, and I try to work on my poker face, but I really don't have one in situations like that. It is like one of them services where you could have just went to glory, and this old mother gets up, she got on all white. And I mean, the service is high. Y'all, if y'all been to house service, y'all know what I'm talking about. It's high.
It's the end of a Kojic revival.
It's the end of a Kojic revival. They done lay hands, baby. It's hot.
We don't walk to the pool.
She is the reason we do not let people give comments and we don't know what they say. We don't. This is the reason you can't have a mic. This lady gets up, she got on all white, and she says,
she clapped a couple times.
It's gonna be dry. It's gonna be so dry. The air is going to be dust. Whole church goes, whatever.
Bill was playing the keyboard. He went,
Mimo says, well, that's the way to kill a service. I just busted up and started laughing.
Nobody in church is laughing.
Nobody. And Mimo never smiled. Edwin never smiled. I'm crying.
I was actually embarrassed that you were laughing.
So hold on, this wasn't like a snicker, like it wasn't like that. It was a laugh.
Everybody here.
The service.
Mimo said, that's the way to ruin the service. Baby, listen.
She laughed like Eddie Murphy had told a joke. I was just like, Lord, this girl.
It's funny.
Hey, that was warranted a laugh. Like,
okay,
it was the commentary, not what the lady did.
This other time we went to a wedding. And the wedding singer couldn't sing
at all. Have you seen Coming to America? Did you know when Sexual Chocolate is up there singing and he dropped that mic?
Yeah,
it sounded like that.
This one I knew Edwin really loved me. We probably had only been married about a year. The dude cannot sing. And
the church ain't big. I mean, it's this little country church, sit about 125 people maybe.
He cannot sing. He doing runs and he cannot
tripping over
sing.
his runs.
He cannot sing.
Oh
And
yeah.
he got background singers, and he cannot sing. I started laughing.
So hard.
Then what'd you do?
She was crying. Tears.
Crying. I am crying.
People started turning around.
Real tears.
So I was sitting beside her, and it got a little uncomfortable. So I just did like this. I said, "It's okay, babe. I know you're so happy." I just put her head down like this, and just she was laughing so hard with tears running down her eye. I was like, "This is so inappropriate."
I want to tell you, to this day, I think that is the best wedding I've ever been to. I was so blessed.
Sound like it.
So when you ask the question, who's most likely to
laugh?
It's her. It's her.
Broken
We,
situation?
yeah.
It's my wife.
It is me.
Those are laughable moments. I would have laughed at both of them.
And I don't care that we in church. I don't care. Now, I don't laugh at people. That's what you say. I
Right. You don't laugh at people, but you laugh at situations.
But I laugh at situations. And especially if you are a person who can say something funny and keep your face straight.
Yeah.
I'm going to try not to sit by you because you're going to say something funny, keep your face straight, and I'm going to fall apart and people going to think it's me. People going to think it's me.
Well,
all right. We want to, okay. So what we hope everybody got from this, is that you can be really different in some areas. You can be the same in some, that the beauty of marriage, the beauty of healthy relationships is not making someone be like you.
Right.
It's not feeling like you have to do everything the same. It's really honoring the differences. And the thing that we learned is that if you honor the differences in the small ways, right, then it gets easier to honor the differences in the big ways, in the ways that make you better. So a lot of y'all see that Apostle Brazelton is on here.
And what's the thing that she told us years ago that we finally got?
Because we would be getting into it all the time because Strick was wrong.
Wow.
If he wasn't wrong, we wouldn't get into it.
Now, I would have said it first. She just happened to be talking.
Right. No, if he wasn't wrong, we wouldn't have got into it.
But she looked at us one time in the face and she said, "You know what?" And then what did she say?
She said, if you guys would ever realize that you are two sides to the same coin, you do so much together.
Yeah. It was a small statement, but we've carried that statement with us for years. When we've had major differences that sometimes we didn't think we could work through, we'd be like, "What did Mom say?" She said, we are the same coin, different sides.
And I think
how many years ago was that?
I gotta say, we've known them since Caleb had just been born. Yeah. Caleb wasn't very old, and Caleb is going to be 22. So I would say she probably told us that 20 years ago. Mm-hmm. We've probably been married close to 10 years. Wow. And I think
it probably took Sean 10 to catch up and really understand.
It took Edwin 15. It took Edwin 15.
Oh,
we heard it tonight, and we gonna take hold of it too.
It's powerful if you think about it, because if you're heads and she's tail, you got the whole picture. And sometimes we are focused on only what side we're on, and we can only see that limited view because we're just seeing it from our own lens. And so when Mom said that to us, it was like, okay, maybe Sean is not the process detailed person, right? But she is a big picture, a build as you go kind of person. And I need that in my life. And she needs the process. She needs the details. She needs the project management piece in her life to be successful. When we were able to put those two things together, we stopped fighting each other and really started building together. And that's what kind of this whole point is, that you can do things differently and still work together and still be a really powerful couple.
And I think what really has happened for us over the last I'd probably say really over the last 15 years, is that we have learned to have a tremendous amount of honor for our differences.
Yeah.
We don't always understand the differences.
Right.
I think there's still things now at 30 years. I'm like,
why would I do that? Why would you do that
right?
way? Right.
But we have learned to have a tremendous amount of appreciation and respect and honor for the differences that we have. And I think that that's what you guys can learn from this. So what if somebody binge watches a show and somebody drags it out over 90 days? So what? None of that matters. That doesn't have to divide us if we're not so arrogant to think our way is the only way.
Right.
Our way isn't the only way. And I think the one thing that we've learned, like we've said this before, if we were both driving tonight, unless one of us chose to follow the other one, we wouldn't even go home the same
That's
way.
true.
Our brains aren't wired
That's
the
true.
same way.
Mm-mm.
Neither way to go home is wrong.
And if you're driving, I don't need to ask, why are you going this way? You're going to get us home.
Exactly.
Mhm.
100%.
Crystal, you and Lemoyne, if you can ever see that you and Lemoyne are two sides to the same coin. And what I would add to that is that God is so gracious to us that he actually gave us people to cover our weaknesses.
Mhm.
Don't respect when we don't respect the differences, then we don't respect the gift that God gave us to cover our weaknesses.
That's good.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
on
agree.
that note,
That's good.
look how Crystal doing. 'Cause
I'm mimicking your face, the one that went with that, that little segment where you said, I'm gonna sit back on this one.
A humble one. She's mimicking your humble face.
That's
All I know for certain is that if the apocalypse ever happens, we're gonna have some 10-year-old MREs to be able to eat during that time. And if it never happens, I was right.
It's okay.
Maybe, and maybe not. We can eat them for dinner one day when you ask, what do you want to eat? It's optional.
I be trying to be with you about the apocalypse, not that. All right, we love you guys so much. Thank you everybody for hanging out. Do you have our date for next month?
It is the second Tuesday.
Do you have the date? Do you have the date?
It's always the second Tuesday of the month.
I can tell you
That's June 11th, right? June the 11th.
because you showed up like me today. Thank you guys for hanging out. God bless you. We love you guys, and we will see you next
Have a
month
phenomenal
at 7 and 7 p.m. Bring somebody.
Yep.
God bless you.
Bye-bye.